Okay, thank you for your participation today in the training that is referred to as business simulation training. My name is Michael. I've been living here in Japan from America for about 26 or 27 years, and I have been basically involved in training business simulation in terms of negotiation and presentation in a group setting, and also collaboration and international meetings such as mergers and acquisitions. And what I'm going to do now is read the daily statement that all of the students here today need to recognize and understand before we start today's training. So, so this program that we are training on today is not English language instruction. The objective is to strengthen the participants' ability to use English effectively as a practical business communication tool when working with international counterparts. The evaluation focuses on business communication skills, professionalism, collaboration, leadership, negotiation, presentation ability, strategic thinking, and cross cultural interaction. So, this is not a language course. This is more of a methods course on how to actually use your English as a business tool. Let me first start off with the evaluation procedure. We are going to score each one of our participants between 1 and 5. 5 is outstanding. 4 is very good, as you know. Number 3 is good. Number 2 is developing. And number 1 is you need significant improvement. Now, what I want to do today is to let the participants know where they stand after today's training. I'd like to start with Ayaka. Ayaka, your overall evaluation was pretty much 4 out of 5, and you definitely did demonstrate a professional attitude throughout the training. You consistently listened carefully to other participants and showed respect towards differing opinions. Your communication style was calm, thoughtful, and organized. Let's talk about your group presentation. So basically, what this is for Japanese participants at the intermediate and advanced levels. And this section here that I want to talk about today is the group presentation. In your group, you had 5 people, and we want to evaluate each person today. So your part of the presentation was very well structured and very logical. I'd like to talk a little bit about your strengths. So, in other words, people here in Japan, the participants who take this training, you will be able to do many, many things in terms of utilizing your English as a business tool in many different areas. And like I said earlier, presentations, negotiations, collaborations, mergers and acquisitions, international meetings, that kind of training. So you had excellent preparation for sure, and you had a good transition of phrases, and I think that stood out. You definitely did maintain eye contact with both the local and international participants. Now, for those out there who are not sure of what we're talking about in terms of online or face to face, we did only the online training in this session. And so I want everybody to understand that when I'm talking about the positive and the negative points, it is definitely online only. So I'd like to talk a little bit about your areas of improvement, just a little bit. And so during the complex business explanations, you definitely occasionally relied too heavily on your slides, for sure. So you don't want to really do that too much. Um, Greater confidence when speaking without looking at notes would strengthen your executive presence. And more storytelling would make the presentation more memorable. So that covers the group presentation. What I'd like to do is go over the group negotiation that you were involved with. The score here is 3 out of 5. So you got a 3. I think last year you got a 2, so that's an improvement. So basically, you listened exceptionally well before you were responding, so that's good. Your strengths are you never did interrupt, and I did notate that for sure in my notes here. You demonstrated a lot of patience, and you asked clarifying questions. So that stood out. Areas of improvement, future negotiation require stronger advocacy for your team's position. You occasionally accepted compromises a little bit too quickly. And I think you need to have a little bit more persuasive language that would definitely improve the outcome. Moving on to the international collaboration, you got 4 out of 5, which is an improvement over last year too. Last year, I believe you got about a 3.5. This is a 4, so that's a great improvement. So you demonstrated excellent intercultural awareness. Your strengths. Let me go over your strengths on this. You encourage quieter members to participate. I noticed that, and so did a lot of other people. You respected different communication styles, and you built trust very, very naturally. So I noticed that right off the bat. Some areas that you want to improve on. You probably want to volunteer leadership a little bit more frequently during international discussions. I know it can be a little difficult to do that since your international counterparts might be very vocal, and that might inhibit you from doing so. But next time, please try just a little bit harder. Then I think you'll get a very, very much higher score. The merger and acquisition meeting, your score was 3 out of 5. Last year, you got a 2.5. This year, you got a 3. And you definitely understood the strategic discussion, but became very, very cautious during financial decision making. Um, my recommendations, as I note here, you need to develop confidence in discussing investment risk, market expansion, corporate strategy, and return on investment. If you can do that, your score will definitely, definitely increase. I want to talk a little bit about the online camera positioning. You had excellent lighting. That was very good for online. I do have some suggestions. What you probably want to maintain is the raising of the camera slightly above eye level and sit slightly farther from the camera and keep both shoulders visible. Reduce downward glances towards your notes. Now, I'm doing that here today, but I am not involved with any of the training today. I am the trainer, so I can look at my notes today since I've had quite a few students. And as you were going through this training, I wrote everything down. So it's a little bit difficult for me to remember everybody, but I do definitely believe that if you are going to do any kind of online international meetings, presentations, collaborations, looking down at your notes is okay, but try to do it as very little as possible. I would like to talk a little bit about the voice and intonation. You were very, very professional and very, very pleasant. What I would like for you to remember, though, is adding more vocal emphasis, your varying tone during important conclusions. Don't stay monotone in the Japanese language. It's very, very usual to stay monotone, but in English, it's not something that we do naturally. And speaking slightly louder during executive summaries is very, very recommended, not only by me, but some of your peers also. Let's talk a little bit about the Q&A session. You were definitely very respectful. But I would say part of this training is not only to tell you the good points, even though you are improving, we want to still recognize that there is always room to improve. And in this case, instead of asking only for, only clarification questions, also ask also strategic questions such as what risk should our company prioritize after the acquisition? Just something like that. Why? Because this demonstrates executive level thinking. In terms of sharing the images during your presentation and other training, images were very, very professional. Definitely. I really appreciated that. Some suggestions that I do have in terms of the images: use fewer decorative graphics, include more business charts, and ensure image consistency. That's it. In terms of the PowerPoint slides, your strength definitely was a very clean layout, good readability, no problem whatsoever. Some things that I think that you should probably improve on is the reduced text, increased visual storytelling, and use stronger data visualization. We talked about that in one of our classes, and just in case some people out there may not understand, we do have classes that will prepare you for the intensive classes, the ones that I'm talking about now. We do have classes that will prepare the Japanese students for these intensive classes. So if you have any questions about that, please contact me. I'll leave everything in the description below in terms of the website, contact information, and any other pertinent information that will help you to understand this training. So I'd like to continue with one more thing, is the high level questions. This is in terms of the Q&A sessions. So please keep in mind that during the Q&A sessions, we have to continue practicing summarizing before answering. Also presenting multiple perspectives and supporting recommendations with evidence. A lot of you did support your recommendations, but some of you did not have any evidence. But in this case, definitely there was a lot of evidence. And this will conclude the feedback for Ayaka. Now, before I end this video on the training over here at Business Simulation Training. Now, Business Simulation Training is for the Japanese participants at the intermediate or advanced level. And we also have classes that will prepare you for these intensive business simulation training. And so if you're interested in the individual classes, please contact me. If you're interested in the full-length intensive classes, which last about 2 to 3 weeks, hours between 9 a.m. until about 6 or 7 p.m. And these intensive classes involved group presentations, group negotiations, and also group meetings and collaborations and mergers and acquisitions with your counterparts who you will meet online and will represent your counterparts from other countries who will be speaking in natural English. And so that's why we assist at the international or advanced levels so that you can utilize your already fabulous English as a business tool for your company. It could be sales, it could be marketing, it could be just about anything across the spectrum. And so that's today's video is for Ayaka. I will be making more videos for the other students so that they can look at these videos again and again and again as reference. And we do have classes now that the participants will continue having. And if there's anybody out there who would like to join the business simulation training, not only here in Japan, but anywhere around the world, these training sessions are not only for Japanese participants, but it can be for just about anybody who wants to skill up their presentation, negotiation, and international business skills. And that's what these training sessions are all about, to hone in on your business skills in terms of assisting your company to improve with sales or marketing, or it could be anything from becoming part of a branch office overseas or even relocating overseas. It could be just about anything. We also offer some business simulation training for people who want to be cabin crew. You want to pass an interview. So we've been doing that for many years too. And also, just to let everybody know out there, these business simulation training courses are not only for companies here in Japan and around the world, but we also take on individuals who are not connected to any particular company. So groups can join us, individuals can join us, people in Japan can join us, or overseas. So I'll leave a lot of information in the description box. I'll leave the phone number and any websites that will assist you in understanding what we do. We will be putting up a slew of videos like this, not only for the participants, but also for prospective students as well. Thank you very much. And as always, we do appreciate you tuning in to this channel, and please come back again once or twice a week where we're going to uploading many, many, many more videos. If you'd like to chat with me on a personal basis, I can be readily available to come to your office, or please call me at the number that I will list below. Thank you.